Dog 4, Day 49. Dog 4 went to interview her potential new owner today, so a quick trip to the rescue centre where she didn't want to get out of the car, even with the bribery of a cupcake with a gravy-coated crunchy biscuit on top. Eventually it took two of the ladies and me to persuade her out, after which she happily trotted off to her interview. While I was waiting, I was introduced to Bartok, a tiny 15-year-old chihuahua, plus a lot of other things, who hadn't grown into his ears and who was waiting for his blood tests to come back to see where he went next. His eyes were as bright and clear as a puppy's, and he was quite happy to come over and look into my eyes, tail wagging, and then sit down next to me on the floor. If Dog 4 hadn't been coming back with me after the interview, I could happily have given him a permanent home. The potential new owner interviewed well, and Dog 4 invited her to become her new owner, so another 5 days is all I have with my hound as company. Dog 4, Day 54. A long walk in the morning cool with the sun beaming down, followed by a good-sized breakfast. Dog 4 then settled down in the sun that was streaming through the window while I carried on with some household chores. Dog 4, Tail End. I managed to hold it all together until we parked at the dog rescue centre and she refused to get out of the car, instead curling herself up in a comfy place on the back seat. Kneeling on the ground and leaning on the back seat, my composure collapsed and I was reduced to weeping quietly, cursing her gently for not making this task any easier. Eventually I had to lever her up by her harness and coax her out, which she eventually agreed to. Keeping the goodbyes as brief as possible in front of the ladies in the rescue centre, I hugged my hound for the last time and left. She was so trusting in me right from the start, and it took a while to get her out of her shell of confusion, but she blossomed and became a favourite of neighbours in the village. Is it her trust I feel I've betrayed? Is it her love I've pushed aside? Is it just the huge loss I feel now that her happy waggy tail and mischievous expression are not around? I'm sure she'll settle down well with her new owner, but I'm questioning my continued role as a dog fosterer. If I really can't hand the dog back without these awful feelings of despair, I'm not sure it's the right role for me.